It might happen that the client asks you for a rendering starting from a file created in SketchUp and simply asks you to apply the materials, set up the lighting, and produce the final images. This is a fairly common situation. In fact, many students, architects, and architecture firms use SketchUp for modeling. So in these cases, the 3D technical designer can start right from there to create the rendering project. Blender, however, doesn't natively open files in the SKP format. Normally, you would need to convert the file to an intermediate format like FBX or OBJ. Fortunately, there's a much simpler and faster solution, installing the dedicated plugin for importing SketchUp files directly into Blender. Let's see how it's done. First, let's open our search engine and type Blender SketchUp Importer. We'll select the plugin's GitHub page and download the latest available version. Once the zip file is downloaded, we open Blender and drag the plugin file with a simple drag and drop into the 3D view. An installation window appears. You don't need to change anything. We'll simply click OK. The plugin has now been installed and we haven't received any errors. For this exercise, we'll download a free model from 3D Warehouse, available at the link provided below in the description. Before downloading the file, if you're not already registered, 3D Warehouse will ask you to enter your account details or to complete a new registration. Once that's done, we click the Download button. From the drop-down menu that appears, we'll choose the SketchUp file option and confirm the download to the relevant folder in our File Explorer. Once we've downloaded the SketchUp file, let's open Blender. We'll delete the default objects and open the File Import menu. We immediately notice that a new option has appeared, SketchUp. We'll click on it, navigate to the folder where we saved the SketchUp file, and select it. We'll finish by clicking on Import SKP. The model is imported correctly, and in this case, it also keeps the original camera position. Let's switch to wireframe view to analyze the geometry. And here we immediately notice that most of the surfaces are subdivided into triangles. In some cases, this can be fine, but to work with greater precision, especially during the texturing and material application phase, it's best to convert the surfaces into quadrilaterals where possible. So let's select the entire model, enter Edit Mode, and use the shortcut Alt-J to have Blender automatically convert the triangles into quadrilaterals. The result won't always be perfect. To get the correct geometry, you might need to intervene manually. Here's an example. Let's isolate this wall and start cleaning up the mesh. First, let's remove the unnecessary loop cuts. Next, using CTRL R, we'll insert the necessary ones and position them correctly, referencing the cut lines already present on the wall. Once the modifications are complete, we'll re-enable the view of the entire model and save the scene in the Blender format. In the next video, we'll see how to properly clean up all the geometries imported from SketchUp and prepare the scene for the clay render so we can begin studying the lighting.